Hi, welcome to my next episode of Mid Talks, my inner direction talks, where I bring you best practices from people around the world who I feel have mastered their lives and become master navigators. They know how to navigate the ups and downs of their lives skillfully. Today I have a very special guest with me. She's Nisha Jamwal. Nisha, welcome to my show.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure having you over here. Nisha is a celebrity columnist, she's an author, motivational speaker, and lots more. So, Nisha, how do you feel today?
I feel fabulous, Lena, especially since we've been friends for a long time. We met serendipitously, and I feel step by step our friendship has grown. And I've discovered so many exciting things about you, like your book, and of course, this show. I think it's brilliant because it would give motivation and direction to so many people who feel lost.
Right. That's my objective. Everybody goes through their ups and downs in lives, and it's intriguing to me to find out how they deal with the situations in their life, and that is why I have this mid talk where we go to the inner direction. What is your purpose of life, Nisha?
You find purpose as you go along.
Okay.
It's not as if I've come here knowing exactly what my purpose is. Purpose is something that you discover as you go along.
Okay.
And every roadblock and every trough gives you greater purpose, I feel.
Okay.
For me, the triumphs and the successes and the accolades and the fame give you a lot of motivation and joy. But you learn only from the troughs and the roadblocks.
Right.
You don't learn from the high points of your life. You
Right.
learn when you're being knocked around. And I can't say that in the past tense. I feel, there are challenges nearly every day in my life. I don't know if it's only me or other people. I would love to know if everyone lives like this. But I must tell you personally, and in my life, I've probably had challenges at every juncture.
Okay.
And no one looking at me would probably believe it because I am a flamboyant person. I live to the lees, like Tennyson said, and I've never worn my challenges on my sleeve.
Right.
I mean, looking at me, probably you would never know.
Absolutely, I would never know. But by the way, Jeffrey Archer has been so impressed by Nisha that he has mentioned her in his book. And I went to the crossroads and I looked her up, and it was a revelation reading about her life. And she's absolutely a cool dude lady to be with. She doesn't wear her life on her shoulder. She's absolutely baggage free. That's what I feel.
It is true. It's not something that comes overnight. I have had angst, I have had recriminations towards life, and somewhere you realize that, anger and bitterness is not the answer to trial and tribulation.
Okay.
You learn to actually let go. I have learned through a spiritual path to let go of my, feelings that pull you down.
Okay.
So actually, it's not something that you're doing for the world or for anyone else. You're doing it for you.
Okay.
So to live life, I think the first thing you do is to recognize that you have to give up anger, recrimination, comparison, envy, which I see so much around me, especially in Bombay.
Is it?
Especially in this city, you see so much. You see attractive women looking at you with so much competitive resentment.
Oh my
that
God.
Why her? Little do they know the challenge I face on a day-to-day basis, which is what, of course, Jeffrey Archer wrote about in his story. Even he
Right.
was flabbergasted because when he met me, he calls me pretty lady
Okay.
and he calls me beautiful creature.
Okay.
So little did he know that behind this person lies so much challenge.
Yeah.
Behind my life. And when he scratched the surface and he discovered how much I've lived,
Yeah.
and through what I've lived, he decided to write my story.
Okay.
And initially I was very embarrassed. And I don't like, as you know, you've known me for so long, you know nothing about my life. So I don't talk openly about any of the trials, but I talk about the ways and the methods to move forward is what
Right.
we're doing today.
Yes, that's what exactly. I'm
So
interested in.
Jeffrey, I finally allowed him to, and you won't believe, Leena, when the book came out, I was so nervous because I didn't want to read my story. And when I read it, I was enthralled because he's written it so
beautiful.
buoyantly,
Yeah.
so happily, so motivationally. Because I hate maudlin sentimentality.
Right.
I never look at the ditches, I look at the stars.
Right.
If you were to ask me the moral of my life, it's to move forward looking at the stars. I never look down, I always look up, you know. And my partner as well, my highest inspiration he is. And he and I never actually even discuss or look at any pitfalls.
Okay.
We're always looking ahead and looking forward and actually ignoring. We ignore any pitfalls.
Right.
Literally as if they don't exist, and that works for us. Everyone has a survival technique.
Right.
Mine and his is to just move forward. You know, the mantra is lage raho.
Lage raho, right. But there must be some emotions which maybe at some point of time might be like holding you back. So how do you deal with those kind of emotions?
So the trick about emotions is something I've unraveled for me.
Okay.
Is that while psychology and a lot of psychiatrists tell you to face them and delve into emotion, my method is not to deal with it at all.
Okay.
To not wallow, not sympathize with yourself, not be self-sympathetic, and not to look at the negative path at all.
Right.
Instead, I mean, you know, it's a beautiful thing to do. I do it mentally, but you can even do it physically. You write down all the fabulous things, all the fabulous moments
about your life,
about the people who love you, about WhatsApps that you get saying, Nisha, we love you, Nisha, you motivate us. I actually screenshot them and save them.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually focus on the beautiful people, the beautiful path, the happy moments, and I change focus. You know, it's like this camera.
Okay.
You just change focus. So I don't focus on the negatives.
Okay.
I don't look at them. I don't face them. I ignore them. I choose to not allow them to exist. So maybe at the particular point of a problem, you're sitting there and then you say to yourself, and actually say it verbally, let's change the picture.
Oh wow.
You know, so a very simple analogy I'll draw for you is if you're looking at a painting of tragedy and a girl crying, and here's a painting of snow-capped mountains and a river and a beautiful cottage in Switzerland. You actually look away from that crying woman and you look at the snow-capped mountains, and your body and your hormones and your mind and your eyes actually have the ability to change the chemicals flowing at that moment, and your whole life path and mood changes.
What a lovely way to deal with situations in life, and that's a very huge tip that Nisha has given us. And your complete persona changes.
Absolutely.
And
your smile changes, your skin changes, your face changes, and you actually stay and steer away from negativity. For instance, last night I was at this grand dinner, you know, with Bhairavi Jaikishan wearing one of her outfits, and I noticed this socialite, you know, looking at me with so much anger and envy. And while I felt sympathy for her, I looked away. And the looking away is not only physical, it's metaphoric. You look away from people who have recriminations against you. And in fact, I've taught myself, I've trained myself to look at beautiful people not with envy and with, you know, how could she and look at me. I look at them with a feeling of wow, how beautiful and how inspirational. So it doesn't come naturally. Human beings are born with jealousy, envy, anger, recrimination, why me?
But we are also born with happiness, positivity.
And we are also born with the ability of a beautiful thing. Two things. One is change, and the other is every day is a new beginning of a new life.
Wow.
So you don't look at your past where you may have erred. You look at a future where I've actually trained myself to look at beautiful people and include them. Leena, you've been to so many of my soirees and my dinners. you know that I collect beautiful, happy, positive people like yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
I collect them.
Yeah.
I collect them to inspire me and to inspire them, and literally like cells, happy cells bouncing in the sunshine. You take off from each other.
Absolutely. This is such a wonderful way, and I have seen you. I have seen you in action, and you are probably going out or entertaining people or having some kind of a do every day. You must be. And she flies all around the world. Today she's here. Today she's in Venice or some other place. But the vibrancy in Nisha's voice and the positivity is always, always, always there.
Thank you, Leena.
So this is her mantra. This is your mantra, and it's so valuable because you have tested it yourself.
I have tested it, but I have to say that in this sunny picture that I'm presenting to you, there has also been a lot of challenge.
Yeah.
Literally day to day, and you know, sometimes you are at the verge of giving up and saying, you know, why? And that's when you say that, you know, the one thing you say to yourself at that time is this helping?
Is this thought process helping?
It's not
Okay.
helping.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Second question you ask yourself is are there any options?
Okay.
There are no options. You have no options to what life has presented you.
Other than dealing with it.
Other than dealing with it, what do you do? I mean,
Right.
you have a life path, you've been given these circumstances,
Right.
you live it to the
Right.
best of your ability.
Right.
So you have two options. One is to wallow and one is to lage raho.
Lage raho.
And I've taken the lage raho path of moving on, looking my best when I feel my worst, celebrating every happy moment and ignoring every tragedy.
Oh, wonderful. So you just carve out a path for yourself,
Yes.
come what may, and you keep on moving forward.
I do. I keep on moving forward. I keep on trying to deal with difficult situations and difficult people.
How
So-
do you do that? How-
So you know there have been relationships which may not have worked.
Okay.
I have tried to go back and create a peace, or at least some amount of harmony.
Okay.
And if it hasn't worked, I've moved away completely.
Okay.
But I've never used the escapist path of moving away first.
Okay.
My first option is always to try and work it out.
Make it work. Okay.
And even if not work it out, but at least bring peace to the situation.
Okay. Right.
So there are difficult situations and difficult people in your life. They are part of a growth path.
Your own growth path.
Yeah, everyone's growth path
Yeah.
is strewn with challenging people and challenging situations.
Yeah.
And if we saw them as a snakes and ladders,
Hmm.
you know, the game of life,
Hmm.
where you're going and suddenly a snake brings you to point start.
Hmm.
But then there are the ladders, you know.
Which
So if
take
you look at life as a kind of a game where you're literally developing with every move, and if you look at life as a lesson, it's interesting to see your own change. I mean, if you can't look back at your life and say, you know, how much I've changed every single year, then you're doing something wrong.
Change
I'd
for
like
the
to
better.
say yes. Change for the better, change for the more developed, change for the more mentally metamorphosed and emotionally metamorphosed.
Okay.
So if you don't do that, I sincerely feel you're doing something wrong, but it's never too late. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life.
Right.
So my message is that change your paradigms, change your patterns, change the way you're thinking, change what you're doing. It's like a phone app. You're not using some apps, please throw them out and reinstall apps that work for you.
Right.
And everyone has different apps. For instance, I presume you've written this book not only to help other people, but also to help yourself.
Yes.
So that's your path.
Right.
You know, my path is I give motivational talks.
Right.
And I write a relationship column for the last 15 years,
Okay.
in which I deal with people's relationship problems and life issues.
Okay.
So not only am I helping them, by writing so extensively and researching, I'm helping myself.
Right.
You know, so find your own path, find your own answers, find your own formulas. So if you find that from 2017 to 2018 March, you've not changed, please do something to change. Please evaluate, please write down the things you would like to change. So you are the driver of your own car, and if you're not going to put in your GPRS,
The address.
destination,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
won't know, like today I came here, I had to put in feed the destination. And if you don't do that, you're not going to know where you're going. So don't panic. Oh my God, I've not done this until now. Today, you can start today. So that's been my journey. If I found something is not working, I've actually sat down with me and figured out what's wrong and worked it out. If I found a relationship is not working, we have friends, we have people, and like I said, in Bombay, it's also, while it's all very glamorous, I got a message on Facebook the other day saying, Nisha, what do you know about pain?
Oh, wow.
You are so happy and you live such a glamorous life. So I asked him, do you seriously think I would put pictures of pain and tears on Facebook?
Right.
You obviously put happy pictures.
Yeah.
And my suggestion is please focus only on those happy pictures. Don't even focus on the pain.
Right.
So the point I'm making really is that today is the beginning of the rest of your life. So if you found that you're only focusing on the problem areas, try and focus on the positive areas. And like LinkedIn has testimonials. Ask your friends for things that they like about you, screenshot it, and keep it for moments when you're feeling down in the dumps.
Right. So the message over here, the underlying message over here is you yourself are the master of your thoughts
And your destiny.
and your destiny and your feelings and how you're taking life head on.
This is true. And to blame people around you, to blame parents, to blame a husband, to blame a child, to blame friends for pulling you down. Trust me, I've had enough and more people trying to pull me down. But there was a time when I responded, I reacted, I got angry, I spoke against those people. We all fall, to those ills at some immature points of our life. But the beauty is today I can stand here and say, I look at all those people with compassion. I look at all those people with, the hope that they may grow as well. And I am trying to live life without any of those, and I've succeeded in living without any of those feelings of, which is, I run that women empowerment group.
Okay.
Because I feel women must empower women rather than pulling each other down.
Absolutely.
Women must celebrate beauty and success of other women
True.
rather than saying, oh good, she learned her lesson. So I feel life is about, if you celebrate others, at some level you are growing with them.
Right.
Today you're doing a TV program, you're taking me with you.
Yes.
When I have a grand celebration, I take you with me.
Right.
So isn't it better that we celebrate each other
Yes.
than pull each other down?
Absolutely.
And that is the message of life.
Great, wonderful. So here is a true master navigator. And I'm going to present you with my book, My Path to Pratya.
Thank you so much. I'm sure this will help me in my path.
You are already a master navigator, but still I would like you to read this book and give your feedback.
I will definitely do so, and I'm privileged to receive it from you.
Thank you. You'd be happy to know it's become Amazon #1 bestseller.
Wow.
And it is helping a lot of people.
Thank you so much for giving it to me, and we all need to learn from each other.
Absolutely.
And that I can learn from somebody who I love, like I do you, Leena, is my privilege.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. If you've liked this video, please like, share and subscribe.